次に調べておきたいのは地上表現のエクソストライダーだな。ロイ人の三騎神話、エクソストライダーと関係しているかもしれない。講義を受けてみよう。行こう。
次はロイ人の三騎神話における第2期、つまりドライブ期についてよ。表現では太陽の化身バルドルが外来の神フベズルングを封印し永遠の眠りに落ちた。さてニボラさん、続きを頼むわ。
つまりエクソストライダーは自分の剣で名式をストライダーゲートの後ろに封印しました。エクソストライダーと名式はラハイロイの奥深くにあるストライダーゲートから同時に降り立ち、激しい戦いを繰り広げます。一族の記録を読めばわかるように、エクソストライダーの力は一度つき、名式に敗れかけました。しかしエクソストライダーのドライブから間一髪でまばゆい光が現れます。
そしてエクソストライダーは剣を掲げ名式を封印しました。こうしてラハイロイに平和が訪れたのです。めでたしめでたし。こんにちは、お隣さん。同じラベル学部のエイメスよ。初めて見る顔ね。今から4つの学部の単位を全部取るのは大変よ。勉強漬けの毎日にようこそ。
この前の今まで見つけられなかったが、まだお礼を言ってなかったな、エイメス。
何のお礼？
名式の巨岩のいる空間で俺を助けてくれたことだ。
そうだっけ？ごめんね、覚えてないかも。
嘘をついているようには見えない。でも
適格者の漂白者さんね。
何笑ってるんだ？
いや、ただその姿にちょっと慣れなくて。ほら、何か足りないような気がするの。制服を着てないからかな。この学園手際が悪いよね。まだ用意できてないなんて。
エイメス、
もう行かなきゃ。先生、ちょっと 休憩してきます。
漂白者くん、授業は真面目に聞くのよ。終わったら私のところに来なさい。ニボラさん、黄昏期の永遠の冬から続けて。
シグリカ、図書館まで一緒に行かない？
いいよ。そうだ、さっきの人授業中にずっと独り言をつぶやいてたね。
漂白者くん、さっきは何かあったのでしょ？エイメスという女の子が急に教室を出て行ったと？まさかこんな形で彼女の名前を耳にするなんて。もしかすると君は幽霊に出くわしたのかもしれないわ。教室にいた子の中で彼女が見えていたのは君だけよ。
ルシラー学園長は彼女について何を知ってるんだ？
ラベル学部で過ごしていればいずれ耳に入るでしょう。まあ十数年前の学生だけど。昔エイメスという名前のエクソストライダーの適格者がいたのよ。成績も人当たりも良かったから彼女を気に入っている教授も少なくなかった。でも十数年前の操縦授業で突然姿を消してしまった。他の学生とコックピットシミュレーターに入ったのに、開けると彼女の姿はなかったの。興味があるようね。彼女を探すつもりかしら？助けてもらったね。これでまた謎が増えたわ。何年も行方不明になり亡くなったと思われた人がどういうわけか学園にいた。果たして君の妄想なのか、それとも裏があるのか。結論がとても気になるわね。エイメスはシンクロリンク訓練場で失踪したわ。当時彼女が乗っていたシミュレーターはそこにある。興味があるなら行ってみなさい。彼女を探すために学園も随分と骨を折ったものよ。もっとも収穫はなかったけれど。今まで通りサプライズをもたらしてくれることを期待しているわ。
太陽の精霊がなぜこんなところに。
That's Oliskin. It's headed straight for the Synchroling training grounds. Into the wind. My frequency loss. It's getting worse.
Nope. Still on the fritz. How are you feeling?
I'm okay. After that mech flew off, I felt less of my frequency bleeding out. That mech's frequency felt like the presence from the rift back in Honami City. Imeth, that mech only left after it saw you. After you clashed with it. That's twice you've saved me. Each time I'm left with more questions than answers. They say you're the extra strider synchronist who's been missing for over 10 years. And your hand back there.
Me? I'm not the Exostrator Synchronist now. I'm its Resonator. I just died first. Call me a digital ghost. +10 years back, the underground seal broke. The Threnodian on the other side of the Strider Gate was about to swallow Lahai-Roi. I was still a student. My sync with the Exostrider hadn't hit 100% yet. But there was no other choice. The Exostrider was still sleeping. So I had to do something unorthodox.
So you overclocked yourself to try to resonate with it.
Yup. Impressive, right? I woke the big guy up. If only for a second. The seal held. The crisis averted. Everyone I cared about, they made it out okay. But it was too much for me. My body couldn't take it and got totally torn apart. So yeah, I died. But I'm still here, just floating around. I've been a little invisible. Well, a lot invisible. To everyone until you. You can see me now because of this little guy. The Exostrider's reactor core. My existence is kinda tethered to it now. Think of it as my heart. Even as a digital ghost, I never stopped trying to pull myself back together, to get back to reality. There's something I gotta do, and I gotta be the Exostrider's true resonator to see it through. But our resonance started with an overclock. The power I got was unstable from the get-go. I've spent years building it back up with this core. The Soliskin have been my little helpers too. Then, not long ago, you ended up with it. That became your backstage pass to seeing me.
Not long ago. You mean when the reactor drive fell?
Bingo! Since then, the core has become energy stored inside you. This is the first time I managed to make it solid. Took me a bit to figure out the trick.
Then it was you. You were the one who saved Mornye when she was dying.
You and that junior of yours were always close. We even crossed paths a few times back when I was still, well, around. Of course I'd help.
A junior of mine. So I really did know Mornye in the past.
Oh, and by the way, when you charged in to save Professor Mornye, you looked pretty cool. All right, no more teasing. But I mean it. No matter what, you always choose to save. And to me, that's the coolest thing in the world. The most beautiful. Anyway, back to business. The reactor core is tied to Sigillum. That's the mech that attacked you. It's like those void worms you fought. Made mostly of Exostrider parts, but corrupted. Contaminated by Threnodian void matter. Sigillum stole a chunk of my power. That threw a wrench in my whole reassembling myself project. Now it's after the core too. Since Sigillum holds this piece of the Exostrider's power, it can't be killed completely as long as the Exostrider and I exist. Now, it can only be me who stops it. And since just touching the thing makes your frequency drain, taking it down should plug your leak too. Plus, I get my power back. Win-win. But see what it's doing to me? Even with you holding the core, I keep flickering in and out. 1 second I can touch you, the next I'm fading right through. So annoying. So will you help? You've got the core, and the reactor drive is wrecked. I can't do this alone. Also, I've noticed, when the core is in your hand, it runs faster.
I can tell you're leaving a few things out, Imeth. Still, you helped me and a lot of people in Lahai-Roi. That's enough for me to trust you. What do you need me to do?
Existence is the imprint life leaves behind. Being remembered, talked about, and seen. All the places I went when I was alive bear those imprints. The core's running lets me find and record those frequencies. These little cuties have been my scouts. And they'll be our guides now, too. Pretty easy, huh? All you gotta do is carry the core and follow our lead.
I'll do it.
Alrighty. Thanks in advance, study buddy. The Soliskin went down the lift. Let's follow.
Before we go, I need to contact Mornay. The reactor drive was Lahai-Roi's son. If I'm using the core, the Academy will want to know.
Go for it. No problem.
Imeth definitely glossed over some things. Like what happened during our previous encounter. What she's done since becoming a digital ghost. And the real reason why Sigalem stole her power. After years drifting like this, to still hold on to that spirit, her will must be strong. Prying answers from her won't be easy. I'll bide my time. The right moment will come.
Has something happened, Mentor? I see. So the reactor drive's core survived the crash. It must be the key to reactivating the Exostrider. Of course, then the official stance is that it be returned. Star Torch Academy and the Roya would both agree on that. But, as you said, curiosity from the Institute is inevitable.
Mornay?
My. Already caused a stir in the training grounds. Color me impressed. I'll have people clean up the aftermath. You can carry on as you see fit.
You were monitoring my comms with Mornay?
You're a person of special interest. Of course we keep an eye on your movements.
We?
Yes, we. The Space Trek Collective. Think of us as the annoying adults on campus. I'll handle the debate between the Institute and the Academy about the core. This is a matter of priority. They'll listen to me. But when you're done with your business, I'll need you to return the core to the Exostrider. You didn't mention it to Mornier, but I suspect your possession of it traces back to Imeth, doesn't it?
President Lucilla, I don't appreciate being interrogated over a tapped line.
My apologies. As the one responsible for this academy, matters related to the Exostrider tend to cloud my judgment. After the incident with Warren, we upgraded safety protocols on public lines. No more overstepping. Here is a peace offering. I've granted you full clearance. Passes for the Starboard Riseway, archive access, and use of Academy weaponry and equipment. I'll also personally apologize to Professor Mornier for interrupting your comms and ensure her next research grant is substantially approved. How's that, Rover? More to your liking?
Why is the Space Trek Collective pushing this so hard?
You should know. You have a past in Lahai-Roi, and you have some kind of connection with the Exostrider. The Twilight Epoch, the unending winter described in Royan legend, the threat of the Threnodian Aleph I is growing. We need the Exostrider awakened. Returning that reactor core is the only way. We've always trusted you to stand with us in this matter, to stand on the side of humanity. You know where to find me if you need anything, Rover. And my door is always open if you just want to talk.
The Soliskin is leading us to the auditorium first. The new solar celebration is almost here. I wonder what they'll put on this time. By then, exams will be over, and we'll finally get a long break. Ah, vacation. What's not to look forward to?
I just hope the fan meeting goes. Oh, hello. Are you here for the Fleet Snow Fluff fan meeting? The venue is still being set up, but once it's ready, please join.
She's a singer, a campus legend. She's only released online, but she's super popular.
But her site hasn't been updated in over 10 years. She posted one last demo, and then nothing.
Don't be such a downer. Maybe she just graduated and moved on to bigger things. Probably never showed her face to keep her life private. Doesn't matter. We still have her music. Here, even if you're not a fan, you should give her a listen. I'm new here, but even I was hooked when I first heard her songs.
Nice print. A fan meeting. Huh. If they're happy, I'm happy. Come on. Let's follow the Soliskin and see what's going on in the auditorium.
Told you, there are tons of Fleet Snowfluff fans at the Academy.
I just hope the fan meeting goes smoothly and everyone has fun. After scrapping so many dogs.
The fan meeting merch made it on time.
What? Oh, just a habit of mine. Waving, chatting, going to class. It makes me feel like I'm still alive. If I stop, I might forget what it felt like to be human. Call it a self-reminder.
Fleet Snowfluff.
Yep, that's me. But don't say my alias out loud. It's embarrassing.
So you weren't just a synchronist. You had a whole other life here.
Just one of my many hobbies. I was into photography, gaming, movie nights with friends. Figured you only get to be a student for a few years. And I wasn't the ambitious researcher type. I wanted to soak it all up while I could. I tried a little bit of everything. I just wanted a happy, carefree life. Who knew I'd end up as a ghost, stuck as a student for 10 more years? How awful is that? Wait, does this mean I'm never gonna graduate? Hope so. Guess everyone needs something to hold on to. It's good to have a little hope. But I have to say, it's really moving to hear people talk about my songs after all this time. I wrote those for myself, you know? Never expected so many people to care. But if they made someone feel something, joy, pain, anything, that makes me really happy. Hey, listen. Hear that song playing in the auditorium? That's the unfinished demo I left on my site. What a shame. I really should have finished that before the training run. Now it's my little musical epitaph. Let's go. The Soliskin is calling us.
Is that the student rep from Rebel College? That's one bold speech.
Is she giving a welcome speech or recruiting for a space adventure club? Uh-oh, the professors look upset.
But she made a good point, didn't she? Isn't that passion the entire reason we're here? To explore whatever's out there again.
Imeth, right? I remember her sync test scores were off the charts. We might be looking at this year's prime Exostrider candidate.
Don't be so sure. Heard about her extracurriculars. Put nicely, she's quite the dabbler. Put bluntly, she doesn't take anything seriously.
Potential is still potential. She's brilliant. She just needs guidance.
May we one day walk among the stars, to touch with our own hands a universe so cold, so real, and so breathtakingly beautiful. That's all from me. If I keep going, my credits this year might be in danger. It's an amazing feeling to be here at Star Torch Academy, and to know I'll be sharing this journey into the great unknown with all of you. As a student, I can't wait to start this new chapter of my life. There's just one thing missing today. I wish my family could be here in the crowd to hear this. So, to him, I want to say, I'm doing great, and I'm happy. Everything is just as you hoped it would be. So please, don't worry about me.
Looking back, I really do miss those days. Star Torch Academy is a nice place. I mean, I caused my fair share of trouble, but the professors never turned me away from lectures.
You saved Lahai-Roi, Imeth. But you paid for it with your future. And no one even knows.
Of course not. If I hadn't have done what I did, so many people would have died. Besides, saving the world is a pretty nice feeling. I wish I could have been there. At graduation. To hug my friends and wish them all the happiness in the world. The Solace can headed outside. Let's catch up. If it's leaving the campus, it's probably going to the Frostlands. Right, we'll need to take the Starward Riseway.
That place above the sword.
Yes, a frozen, silent plain, white with endless snow. The place where the Exostrider finally sank into slumber. Our next stop is the Starward Riseway. Are you ready? When I was a kid, I once hid in the Starward Riseway and made it to the Frostlands all by myself.
Bold even as a child.
Hee hee.
hope we don't run into bad weather again. Like last time.
Everyone confirm you've got everything.
Relax. Packed more than enough supplies for this Frostlands field trip.
Cold?
I'm fine. What about you?
Between you and me, ghosts can't feel the cold. The snow. It's so beautiful.
What a coincidence to run into you here. This is a pleasant surprise.
Oh, it's Dr. Luke. When he's around, just pretend I'm not here. Otherwise, you look like a weirdo talking to thin air. You should hide too, okay? This is our secret journey.
You know him?
He's the school doctor. All the students know him. I didn't super well, but I do know that he's been in Lahai-Roi for a long time, and you can trust him.
You came to the Frostlands for the Exostrider? I'm headed the same way. I've got to check in on some researchers stationed out here on long-term fieldwork. Having a guide might make the trip a little easier. What do you say? Let me help you modify your bike. There are quite a few waterways, and its current setup might not handle them well.
You know how to modify bikes.
You pick up a few things when you come here as often as I do.
Oh, I used to love riding. My friends even called me the Speed Queen. Though that was usually while they were white-knuckling the seat and screaming.
Look at this place. Hard to believe it, but years ago, all of this was a lush green forest. Back then, the Roya were nomads, the true natives of Lahai-Roi, who walked in step with nature itself.
Was it the Lament that changed it into Frostlands?
Yes, it triggered a magnetic pole shift. From then on, Lahai-Roi became the new pole. But Lament wasn't the only cataclysm stirring back then. In the past, we had already reached the stars, but at some point, the etheric sea spread to cover all of Solaris. From that moment on,
the universe locked its doors. We couldn't verify whether the sky above us was real or just a reflection.
Countless spacecraft were lost. Our space exploration programs were abandoned, and space became out of reach. But times have changed. Since its founding, the goal of Star Torch Academy has been to use the Exostrider to explore space, whether through the etheric sea or the Strider Gate.
I understand the etheric sea part, but the Strider Gate?
You know Lahai-Roi's history. Both the Exostrider and the Threnodian first came to Solaris through the Strider Gate. The Academy has its theories, but here are two you might find interesting. The Strider Gate is a gateway to outer space, and Aleph 1 is a Threnodian alien to Solaris. With a gateway like that, of course we want to open it. But to pass through, we must awaken the Exostrider and be prepared to face Aleph 1 head-on. I've long believed that Aleph 1 poses a far greater threat beyond void storms and void worms. With other Threnodians, we can at least glean clues of their nature from their places of origin and the civilizations they emerge from. But Aleph 1... our knowledge remains blank. So many dream of being the Voyager who returns from the stars, the first to walk the cosmos once more. But in all these years, no one has succeeded. The etheric sea phenomenon cast us into isolation, but it also gave birth to all our dreams of what could lie beyond. And those dreams are still alive today.
Dr. Herson?
Just call me Luke. It has a nicer ring to it, no?
Then, Luke, you asked about my feelings in the Academy. What about yours? How long have you been here?
About 20 years. I was a traveler before that, seeing what Solaris had to offer. But then a friend asked me to come to Lahai-Roi to keep an eye on things here for him. The students make it easy. Watching them find their way is its own reward. They enjoy talking, and I enjoy listening. The work suits me well.
See that? Ancient life forms, frozen right into the ice walls. Millennia frozen in a single moment, preserved so perfectly you could almost see what they used to be. To be stuck like this forever, kind of miserable, don't you think?
Must be around here.
Someone's ahead. That voice.
You are the one who was talking to yourself in class. Whoopsies! Oh, and Dr. Herson. You are traveling together? Did the Academy greenlight a new field trip?
Just my routine checks on the field researchers. Rover here has their own business to attend to, but we're headed the same way. What about you, Miss Navora? Chasing more fallen debris?
Yes, exactly. I heard the Frostlands have been experiencing changes since Helios was launched. I had a hypothesis that new debris fields might have been exposed.
Debris?
Space equipment that fell from the sky long ago. Probes, satellites, and even space stations. Some previous digs unearthed wreckage containing records lost during the Lament. Oh, and images. Photos taken in orbit of other planets. They were absolutely breathtakingly beautiful. Oh, sorry. I got carried away. Really? That's great! I'll show you the data I've collected next time we're in class. The universe. What secrets is it hiding behind all those infinite stars? I really want to know. Anyway, in short, I came here for the fallen debris. The data on the instrument shows there's a high chance that close by... Huh?
Run!
I knew it! There had to have been undiscovered debris in this area. It must have been sealed in the ice wall all this time.
Luke, Navora, you alright?
Oh, I'm good. Perks of being a ghost, you know?
I'm so sorry. It's my fault for putting everyone in danger.
The collapse was an accident. We're all okay, so don't blame yourself. But the way we came in is completely blocked.
Scaling that ice wall? It's too high, too risky. I'd rather not have a student on that climb. I've contacted the Academy. They're sending a rescue team. Once Navora is safely returned, we'll set out again.
Hey, little guy here says our next stop is deep in the ice. There's a path at the bottom of the station. Want to check it out?
What about waiting inside the station? It's freezing out here, and another collapse is possible. It's safer to wait for the rescue team indoors.
I agree. I want to see what's inside too.
With Rover on the team, a quick recon should be manageable. Up to you.
Hey, question. Before you came to Lahai-Roi, did you do this kind of thing a lot?
What do you mean?
Like traveling with a crew, seeing the sights, stumbling into trouble, then going your separate ways. Like a classic road trip movie, you know? Oh, so more big budget action? I can see that. Solaris is crazy. Looks like this time I get a co-starring role. Amazing. Let's keep going, study buddy.
There's a collapsed entry point over there, but it's blocked. Some kind of barrier caused by unstable frequencies.
The Exostrider sleeps in these frostlands. Void storm activity can make local frequencies unstable with fluctuating void matter levels. Oh, taking this opportunity, let me grant you access to the module adapter. Huh. It's already unlocked.
That must have been Lucilla.
Let's move to an area with a stronger signal so it can be deployed.